In this class, at first, the first thing I like to say is AID. Remember AID. When I say AID, which means AI and design. In full name, Artificial Intelligence and Design. That is our class, okay? This is our class code. So, 15 days. But this one's supposed to be 15 weeks, right? Total 15 days. I can separate, distinguish those 15 modules to 3 individual modules, sectors, we can say that. So simply, first week, second week, third week. So each week has 5 classes, okay? So total 5, total 15 classes for 15 days. So one single class has 2 main modules, lecture module and exercise module. Lecture and exercise, lecture mostly for the lecture module, question, okay, going to be followed. For the exercise, submission, your turn-in gonna be requested by me, okay? So these are something you need to do as a sort of proof that you took the lecture video and you tried by your own AID exercise. I name it AID exercise, okay? So one single class has 2 modules, and one is lecture, another one is exercise, and following the lecture, there are supposed to be question, and following the exercise, there are supposed to be a submission requested. So by this structure, it looks quite heavy, isn't it? But no worries, okay? That's why I separate 3 different weeks modules. Your submission due date going to be the last day of each 5 classes. This one single module, last day of one single module, okay? So at least in the weekend, I know you need some time for hang out with your friends and family for the weekend, but anyway, in this kind of intensive course, at least weekend you have to take a look back what you have done last week for 3 iterations. That's it, okay? That is why I put the due date only 3 days. What I mean is the last day of first week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 going to be the submission for entire 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th day going to be the final submission for entire those things, including 10th. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The last day going to be the final submission due date. And also I have final projects. This final project, simply say, is going to be something you owned, developed, AI platform based your own design project, okay? We are going to focus on not on quality of design, but on your methodology. Methodology is supposed to be AI related. Even if you don't have any ideas about Python programming coding or any other programming languages or Google's AI platform, deep learning platform, Microsoft Azure platform, whatever, you have any idea against that kind of platforms or existing AI tools, no worries, okay? That is why I prepared series of exercises and turn-ins. And no worries. Question actually very simple. It's daily base, okay? And turn in for the exercise going to be weekly base, which means 3 or 4 submissions for exercise. This one daily base, so total 14 questions going to be given to you actually, and around 3 or 4 weekly base turn in for exercise, plus final project. And the end of this one, I mean the 10th day, you are going to be asked to semi-final. Semi-final means plan for final. Just 1-page documentation, planning what's going to be your final. And you are free to leave me the feedback, questions, or any suggestions or something through Google Classroom. Okay, sorry for this ugly letters, and apologies for my sometimes broken English and some kind of accent, Korean accent maybe. Let me turn the mode. Oh sorry, this, because of the face, it's covered, so I just opened. Okay, anyway, let me introduce myself, okay, using this one. Actually, if you type my name Google, you can find out Yonsei University webpage and my citations, H-index something. This one shows how many research papers and what kind of research papers I wrote, published, very research oriented. So when you open my video, you can find out this one, designitlab.kr. Design IT Lab, Space Design, and Design IT Lab. This is the full name of my research lab. I have around 10 graduate students, mostly graduate their undergraduate program at Yonsei University. So basically, I'm conducting some Korea government funded project regarding design computing issues, something using building information modeling, AI, AR, something like that, some technology oriented. That is why Design IT literally shows you, you can imagine. You can take a look, some kind of projects, project list, CVs, and so on. Project website, you can find out. But in here, you can find out my CV, entire CV. So in English version, okay, here, it's not that updated, but you can find out anyway, English version of my curriculum vitae, okay, here. So this is very, very formal and some kind of basics of introducing about me when I get started the class. But nowadays you can trace someone by using internet, social network, whatever. So you can easily find out through the Yonsei University website, YISS website, or some given other materials, and my website, information like that. And also the College of Human Ecology. This is the college I involved, okay, under this website. Also you can find out this one, more information and so on. Okay, this is Yonsei University platform representation, and under the research lab introduction, you can find out this one, okay, exactly same. And the web link to this one, research, my web page, my research lab's web page. Okay, anyway, these are very, very formal introduction part. And this is the Prezi, you know Prezi online based presentation tool, web platform, something similar to PowerPoint, but Prezi said they are not graphical user interface, they are ZUI. Z here means zoom in, zoom out. So zoom in, zoom out interface. So let me show you this one. Actually, this is some material when I introduce myself to freshmen. So this one actually just for fun, okay? Not serious. As you see, okay, click loading. Okay, I uploaded this one when I get back from the US as a professor of Hanyang University. At the time, I built this one for freshman students, not formal senior students or something. By the way, why it's loading too slow? The loading is too slow. Again, let me try again. Okay, because of some problem now, I cannot load this one, something active Prezi presentation. Instead, I'm going to show you this one. Okay, this is my drawing. When I was freshman, I drew this one. One of my drawings when I was a freshman, almost more than 20 years ago. Okay, and take a look. This one, also one of my drawings. But don't assume that I'm on sort of otaku or something. Okay, I just draw something like this at the time and a lot more things and something architectural, interior design related, something like this. Okay, at the time my department name was housing and interior design. Now it's interior architecture and built environment. That's the department I'm working now. And the undergraduate Bachelor of Science, my old school. Okay, now I'm working at my alma mater. At that time, I very interested in something like this one, digital things. So I try to make something digital hardware device things or some digital design media things. That is why I choose my major focus in digital design media when I was in Master of Science program. So some kind of photographies, photo database, something like this, and some connection between digital design and some digital things, computing things. That is why I picked up that's me, okay, this is me. That's why I picked my PhD program at design computing. Now the program name is Design Computation at Georgia Tech, College of Architecture. At the time it was College of Architecture, but nowadays it's College of Design. On the College of Design there is School of Architecture here. So Professor Chuck Eastman is my advisor. Now he's Professor Emeritus because he retired 2 years ago. So anyway, under this College of Design, School of Architecture, there are several programs. My major anyway, using or focusing on something computational things, okay, as well as this one, building information and systems. That is why I'm usually saying one of my majors is building information modeling, BIM. In a nutshell, my major is anyway architecture, okay, architecture. That means even if we are dealing with AI and design, the term design here means something a little bit more focused on environmental design. In the theoretical part of the lecture, theoretical part for design and designing, we are going to deal with this part, this one again. Why? When we say design, some environmental design, architectural design, built environmental design is a sort of main objectives we have achieved so far in human beings' history. So hopefully this kind of background introduction module going to help you to find out about the course. And also it doesn't mean that your project, your subject supposed to be always architecture or architectural design things, okay? You can design anything, no problem. But some cases and some directions or some case studies, mostly focusing on some architecture things, okay? Because that's what I can show you better than any other subject domains, okay? Let me get back to this slide. In a nutshell, let me summarize about the class. I told you the class abbreviation is AID, AI and design, okay? And we are going to run this class using Google Classroom platform plus Yonsei, okay? Yonsei, probably this one is sort of messenger or some kind of front page, but you don't need to access Yonsei all the time. You can access Google Classroom. If you don't have Google Classroom app, install it, and then you can get some notifications and so on. So this is our communication, basic fundamental communication channel, and you have one final project going to be asked, built by your own domain knowledge and your own domain data with me. Total 15 days, 15 classes, and 3 modules, 1, 2, 3 modules. Each module has 5 classes, okay? And the end of 5 classes, each module going to be Monday, but we have including Saturday, Sunday. I told you, apologies, because this is very intensive class for the summer period, so you need to take some window at your weekend days, okay, so that you can keep finishing your finals for the question and exercises at the end of each module's last day, okay, 5, 10, 15. This one including final project as well. So each module has 5 classes, and one single class has 2 modules. One is lecture, another one is AID exercise. One lecture going to be following question. I told you it's not a quiz or exam, okay? 1 or 2 very lightweight questions regarding lectures given to you in each class. Another one, exercise. I told you not all the time, okay? Only 4 submissions turn in required weekly base, but this is, I told you, daily base. So total 13, 14, 40, I'm not sure, it's up to the situation.